in 30 hairstylists who leave college are able to get a job because, to cut costs, fewer salons are taking on apprentices, making it harder for newcomers to get in. So, with all of this in mind, I've been to one salon in Rochdale to find out how they're getting on. Over the decades, salon owner Greg has been through thick and thin. That's not just the hair he styles, but the economic changes he's seen during 40 years of doing business. What's it like at the moment?
The worst it's ever been. So many businesses are disappearing around us. We are the most expensive salon in the area. We have to be to combat the rising costs of heating, lighting, employment. It's tough. It's very tough at the moment.
High energy bills, higher wages to help staff with the cost of living, and more expensive products mean prices have had to go up, and customers have noticed.
Yeah, I mean, everywhere has, everything has. And when I used to come at first, I used to spend a day in Rochdale, going round the shops, having lunch, then coming here, and it was just a nice special day out.
Does it affect how often you come in?
It does. I actually come in when I desperately need to come in. I'm not going to lie, she knows. Yeah.
The trade bodies that represent barbers and hairdressers are calling on the government to cut VAT, or sales tax, to ease the pressure on small business owners.
We're calling for a reduction in VAT to 10% as an immediate measure. We don't think that's the long-term solution. But if you don't cut VAT, thousands upon thousands of businesses will go out of business, and a much, much less tax take will go into the Treasury's coffers. I mean, the industry is in crisis. 50% of the industry right now are saying they're considering closing their doors.
The whole of this upstairs room at the salon in Rochdale is where they used to train apprentices. But like salons across the country, they've stopped taking on trainees to cut costs and save money. But this short-term, necessary cutback could create longer-term problems for the industry.
Yep, that's no problem.
Something Georgia is all too aware of. She's Greg's daughter and will one day take over the business. What shape do you think the hairdressing industry is going to be in years to come?
I think it's definitely going to die down, but there will be a market for hairdressers, but it's then finding hairdressers.
The Chancellor's recently hinted that he favours moving towards lower taxes to encourage businesses to grow. But with public services like health, education, police and local councils ever more stretched for cash, doing that depends on how much income he can afford to give up while balancing the books. Now, along with hairdressers, the hospitality sector has also called for VAT to be cut to help bars and restaurants, for example. And the Federation of Small Businesses has called for firms to be allowed to make more money before they have to start charging VAT by raising the threshold to £100,000. The government told us it recently extended measures to support hairdressers, including reducing business rates by 3/4, a move worth nearly £2.5 billion. So, as the Chancellor approaches the next budget, he'll be asking himself the same question that we ask ourselves as we approach our next hair appointment: to cut or not to cut? Charlie, Rachel.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ben. 7:40.